I'm meteorologist Hamburg City. It is Thursday and it's storm day. Yep, it is. This is the day we get our storms going. Folks up in New England already know the storm's underway. They have the coastal storm that they're dealing with already this morning, and it is nasty up there. We'll show that in a second. And the makings of the blizzard is starting out here on the plain states. Snow has already come down through Montana, Wyoming, getting down into Denver area this morning as well. And so those folks are going to have to hunker down, especially up here across the Dakotas into western Minnesota. That's where things are going to get crazy. Things should unwind itself this weekend and be okay for this weekend. We also have severe weather today to deal with down here across parts of Oklahoma up into Missouri, and eventually there's going to be showers and even thunderstorms that will come swathing across the Ohio Valley during the course of later tonight and tomorrow. So a lot of weather happening. We've been talking about the fact that we got weather patterns in terms of blocking going on right now with the coastal storm. If you really go back and look at things, this storm wasn't even on the weather maps. I mean, it was kind of, but it wasn't like it is now. The kind of powerhouse storm it is last week. And if you remember correctly, I'm saying it's coming, and it was computer models were taking it out to sea. All right, weather map this morning. The coastal storm is sitting southeast of Nantucket this morning. High winds already hitting up in there. Storm is developing up here across the plain states. Like I said, the snow is just about ready to get into Denver. There's a band of snow already down into the Dakotas. Rapid City getting snow this morning, and pretty nasty out there. And I'm going to show you something different here in a second as I get to it. Then the severe weather today down in this area here. And we'll talk about that. All right, this is cool stuff I wanted to show you. This is the radar. This is the winds right now, 56 miles an hour out here at the Billies. Okay, 51 miles an hour over here, and 42 of in this area as well. And up into Cape Cod, 38 this morning. A lot of 20s all the way back into New York City and right along the Jersey Shore. You can see there's all kinds of storm warnings out for this area, which is needed. Coastal flood warnings will occur. There's coastal flood warnings already out for Long Island and those areas. So this area right in here that we're kind of focused on is the area that's going to get hammered in terms of the coastal storm. Today's going to start to really, this Billy out here, I would imagine, is probably going to see a gust to 70 or 80 miles an hour when it's all said and done. Okay. Now we're going to flip it over to the blizzard area. Okay, this is pretty cool. And they don't really have blizzard warnings out. They got winter storm warnings out. Okay, all up and down these areas here. But you can see all the warnings and watches that are out this morning. Here, let me take the hazards off. You can kind of see this is the winds already, 35 miles an hour at Rapid City, blowing snow going on there as well this morning. And so really it's kind of a nasty day, and it's only going to get worse with time through tomorrow as the wind and snow really picks up here across the Dakotas. Mostly light snow is coming down into Denver, a couple inches of snow down there, and that'll be it. Okay, so travel up here very difficult. Be careful. There's our thunderstorms already down in here this morning. All right, here's the let's see here, the tropic wise. They haven't really decided what they're going to do with this thing. Still got 2 centers here as of last night, so who knows what they're going to do. They may name it, they may not name it. I doubt they name it. They've named stranger things. This is going to be it's already gusting at 56 miles an hour, right? And they got a 2% chance of development. Oh my goodness gracious! I just have to sometimes wonder. Oh, science versus logic. All right, I'm gonna just do the big view. All right, a coastal star here. I've kind of pouted this to death for the last week. All right, it's there. You're sitting in your house right now up here. It's rainy, it's windy, flooding rains, heavy surf, coastal flooding, and all that. Today's the bad day. This is the this evening. Here's the makings of the blizzard. really getting itself together out here from the Dakotas down into Nebraska. And again, livestock out there is in jeopardy of this one because it's so cold so early in the season. This will be our severe weather area right down in here with thunderstorms with hail, high winds, maybe even a tornado or two mixed in with that. And then by tomorrow morning, our storm's finally starting to wind itself down along the coast. The blizzard is in full force up in here, 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts, well as heavy snow going on, and then a band of showers and thunderstorms wrapping through the country, right through the Midwest there, and back down into the Ozarks. Some nastier storms probably still underway across Arkansas and those areas, and the snow really piles up there. Let's see here. We get to Friday night. Our storm here is finally unwinding itself. Okay, rain's going to spread up into Nova Scotia, but for the most part, things are start to end. Still a lot of wind and snow problems, mostly heavy snow up toward Winnipeg. Snow getting into the Twin Cities as well. High winds getting there. This is all going to be very high winds right through here, gusts to 50, 60 miles an hour. Power outages certainly going to happen to the Dakotas, into Minnesota, maybe into Wisconsin with the high winds going on. The trees still kind of leafed up. And then a band of rain and thunderstorms coming through the Ohio Valley tomorrow. And then we get to, this is Saturday evening. Our storm's unwound. And up here is just some rain and snow showers left over with our storm system. So things will start to calm down, but chilly, cold up in there. All right, how much snow? Okay, I know people are throwing out all kinds of weird snow amounts here, but this is probably what we're seeing snow-wise. Anywhere from 4 to 15, 20 inches of snow, depending on your location. North Dakota getting hit the hardest, Fargo, into central North Dakota getting hit really hard with heavy snow, wind-driven snow. Certainly travel up there is just going to be horrible, and so be really careful. This is a GIF image of the NAM model, kind of showing the progression of the winds and everything. And you can see it ends up peaking this afternoon, and then it kind of winds itself here. I'll wait till it goes through it one more time here. You can see that this afternoon, you can see it starts to peak out with hurricane force wind gusts around it, then it kind of dies itself out. And that'll be it with that. Okay, and one more thing here on our thunderstorms this afternoon, stretching from near Joplin, Missouri, Springfield, Missouri, all the way down to north of Dallas, Fort Worth. A band of thunderstorms here with high winds, hail, and maybe some tornado activity. So that's it. Whew. I did 7 minutes of briefings on what's going on. It's crazy. Remember, we do have consulting services available for those who will need, pinpoint forecasts. So contact me on the website here, and we'll be in touch about services we can provide. It's my latest venture, the Weather Madness Man. All right, I'm meteorologist from New York City.